Are you seeing my screen?
We're seeing it, and so is everybody.
Yay.
I can stop recording now and restart. All right, we're going to do a training here with Marie Bennett. This is Malina Briakadasha on Instagram for our team, our wine team training.
Okay, so this is something you can do in addition to what you're already doing, but you never want to put all your eggs in one basket, and it takes a while to get this up and running, and it takes consistency, so it's not for everybody, but there will be people on the team that want to do a little something with this, and I haven't given this training for a little bit, so I have to think where to begin. Okay, but Malina just asked a really good question, so we'll start there. She said, what would you do most of your Instagram on your PC or your Mac in my case, or on your phone or your tablet? So to post a picture to Instagram, the easiest way, I'm sure there's other ways to do it, is either with your phone or with your tablet. At least it works with my iPad. There are some things you can do with Instagram with your computer, but it really was designed as a phone app, sort of an on-the-fly phone app to share photos. Okay? So, Malina, what other questions do you have before we really dig in and get started? Anything else come to mind? Malina has herself muted.
Oh, there we go. I have somebody working on their yard next door. So I'm sure you'll cover this, but you had said before 4 times a day is optimal for logging in. So I was just wondering what your activity looks like those 4 times a day.
Okay. So when I'm really on top of it and I'm building and I'm doing, I'm doing it 4 times a day. Now I'm going to be really, really upfront and say this is kind of one of those situations where you do as I say, not as I do, because there are days where I can't get anything done other than 3-way after 3-way after 3-way after 3-way, but I'm at a different stage in my business than most people are. And I came to this business with a different level or layer of success and expertise, and so I know how to do it, and I've done it, and when I'm doing it, you can really see that the engagement is there and that I'm doing it 4 times a day. And I have 14,000 followers on this one account. Now, I've got multiple accounts, but I also have a significant other that knows how to do this, and it's not something that I would recommend. You don't necessarily need to have multiple accounts. Pick one account, do it well. If you possibly can, do it 4 times a day. Once in the morning, maybe with your breakfast, maybe with your coffee, once at lunch, once in the evening, and this one actually surprised me, before you go to bed. And try to be consistent with it 4 times a day. Now, it's better to do it once a day than not at all, or twice a day, or 3 times a day, and it doesn't have to take a long time, and that means posting 4 graphics or 4 pictures a day if you're really going to do it right. So my first hint is get the graphics of the pictures done up in advance. And I use an app, and the app is called WordSwag. And I think it's about $5 or $10 when you download it either from the Google Play Store or the Apple version of the Google Play Store. I guess it comes through iTunes. Maybe apps come through iTunes. I don't know. I'm a Mac user, but anybody that has an iPhone or a phone probably knows how to download an app and where to get it. So it's called WordSwag. And what it does is it helps you make the graphics. So you'll see on my screen here, for example, I've got a picture, and these pictures come from a place called Pexels. It's where I get most of my pictures. Now, you can pay for stock photos. You can go to Google and just grab pictures, but they're not royalty-free often, so you really don't want to do that. You want to make sure you're getting royalty-free pictures, and the best place I found, there's a place called Pixabay, Pixaby.com, or Pexels, Pexels.com. And we'll put together a companion document for this. I've already got one done up. So you have those 2 places where you can go and actually download pictures to your hard drive, to your phone. WordSwag is also an ad. It works like a charm on my iPad, so I'm going to assume it will work on probably any tablet. Even though there might not be an iPad version, I'm using it on my iPad. And that's another hint. Even with Instagram, I don't think there actually is an iPad version or a tablet version, but you may find it works on your tablet, and it's easier to manipulate and work, I find, on a bigger screen than on my phone. Okay, so WordSwag, back to that, is how I make the graphics. You make them with your URL, brand you or brand, the brand wine. And I really do, I don't put a lot of personal stuff on here, but that's just to show people that they don't have to be too personal. You can put your personal pictures on here, and that's great too, and it's actually better in some ways, because when you come into a network marketing company, people are thinking, do I want to do it? Can I? And then they're thinking, can I do it? And that's the first thought. And then they're thinking to themselves, do I know, like, and trust this person? So if you make your graphics a little bit more personal, or have something on here about you as a person, people will come to know you or feel like they know you, even if they don't know you. And they'll start to like you if they have some things in common with you. So mine, again, is not always the best example. Mix it up. Put some motivational graphics on. Put some more personal things. Put on a mix of things that are very direct with coming to wine, and then some things that are less direct. Now, by that I mean, so you've got spread your wings and fly, maybe a bit more motivational. This one is, call it a clan, call it a network, call it a family, call it a tribe, whatever you call it, whoever you are, you need one. Again, a little bit motivational. And then the next one is obviously a bit more direct about wine, not totally direct, still kind of funny and humorous. Friday called, she's on her way, and she's bringing wine, so I mixed them up, okay? Here's another one. Would your friends rather drink a diet shake or wine? And please, nobody take offense to that. I've made a lot of money with skincare and nutrition, so I'm not slamming any other company, but it's
That's
fun.
good. No, I love it.
All right, so it's just kind of fun, and it's driving traffic. So there's a lot of moving parts here. So the first part is the right mix of graphics on your page, some fun, but some other ones that are more direct. So this one, for example, network marketing product equals wine. And then there's my URL that leads to a website. So,
well, it looks like it's visually pleasing. Your layout goes from like a picture to just a white word to a picture like every other one.
exactly.
So that was probably thought out, right?
Okay. That was absolutely thought out. And that's something that I've taught other people that they haven't always picked up. So good, Malina, that you picked up on that, because people don't. Now, the other side
Well,
of that,
I think mine is just too jumbled, and maybe later you can critique mine and tell me how I could make mine better. Since I'm a total newbie, I've been doing Instagram for about 5 days.
No, I love yours, and yours is good. There's nothing wrong with yours, and there's no mistakes here. There's no right or wrong way. I happen to like the way that it looks with a white open space, and I do get compliments on that. I got people that come to me and say, oh, your Instagram page is so pretty, and they don't always isolate what it is or what that is, and that is one of the tricks. I do a picture, and then I do one with a white background. Now, there's another part to this, because the ones with a white background with word swag take seconds to do. They don't take any time to do, because you don't have to pick the picture. You don't have to get it so that the text shows up on the picture, which is sometimes tricky. Sometimes the text, like on this one, it's a little harder to read. You got to get the text kind of in the right spot. So those white ones save a lot of time. And I'm all about having as much time as possible to enjoy our lives and build our business. And again, this is something you should learn to do in just minutes a day if you're going to do it. And you want to get prepared with a bunch of graphics in advance so that you're not trying to mess around and find a graphic to load. One at breakfast, one at lunch, one in the afternoon, one in the evening, and one not in the afternoon, but one in the evening, and one before you go to bed. So I haven't been overly active the last couple of weeks. I've just been crazy, crazy busy. The other thing I'm going to show you here is that with WordSwag, you can take the same text and you can make multiple graphics with the same text. All right, so here's one that you're going to see that says 2-minute, easy to share, 2-minute video, easy to share, money from home. I should open it up so you can see it. Okay, 2-minute video, easy to share, wine club equals money from home, and then branded with my URL. I made this graphic in WordSwag. So while I had the text in there, I made another version of it. So if we scroll down far enough, you can reuse the same graphics. I mean, here's the same picture that I used. Remember the first one I opened about spread your wings and fly?
Right,
there's the same graphic, different text on it. Actually, this time branded with my personal, my personal website that I use for building a business as well. Just going to, if I go down far enough, just give me a second, bear with me, and I hope I'm not making you seasick. All right, I'm going to open another account.
Let me ask you a question while it's on my brain. So it seems like most of your posts add value, and then there's a few in there that are not spammy, but directly an ad for your business. So what is your ratio of like value posts to advertising your business posts?
Okay. Great question. Starting out, I would do probably 1 out of 5, so, or 1 a day. So, and mix it up. So maybe the first morning you come out and you put in, you probably want to load 9 graphics if you're just starting out in Instagram, load your first 9, okay? Then probably I would do a mix of about 1 out of 4. If you're posting 4 times a day, once a day, you're going to post one that's direct. You can get away with that. And if you're only posting, 2 times a day or 1 time a day, then you might, do 1 out of 5 or 1 out of 4 to 5. I would be more direct. Now, as you get a following, so you'll notice on my other account, I have 14,000 followers. On this account, I have 5,000 followers, and I've been playing with this one, and I'm more direct on this one. So there's a lot of different moving parts here. So this one, I've been way more direct on this page. Wine Goes Network Marketing, partner with top earners, the same URL. This one's more kind of a fun one, all's well that ends with wine. When wine is a tax, this next one is when your wine is a tax write-off, life is good. And then there's a very specific call to action too as we're doing them. So what I want to say though, look, is how I repeat it even. So 2-minute easy to share video, same verbiage right here, 2-minute easy to share video. Scroll down a little bit and look and see that I've done that same verbiage here. Remember this one from my other page? 2-minute easy to share video. Here it is again, 2-minute easy to share video. So I've used the same information multiple times in multiple graphics, and that's another trick to go fast. So not only with the white backgrounds being quicker, make one with a colored background, make one with a white background, even mix the text up a little bit. That one I'm sure we can find here again. I've used it there again. Reuse them. You don't have to come up with brand new fresh ones every time. I try to let at least one screen go by before I use them, but I'm testing, I'm tweaking all the time. I've used the same one there, and there's other places where I've used the same one even more often than that. So make this be something quick that you do on the side. All right, so 4 times a day. Go ahead, Malina. Go ahead.
The question was, what kind of engagement are you getting on your advertising post for the MLM versus your value-added post?
Far less.
And does it matter?
It does matter, and but it is far less. So you want to get your following up by not being too spammy. That's where, and it is, I call it spammy.
Yeah.
Get your followers up by posting, as Malina says, a lot of value, fun things, humorous things, some personal pictures. And as you get your following up, then you can get a little heavier-handed, and especially because this is wine. So I've been teaching people for the last 10 years in particular. I've called it ditch the pitch. If you go direct with most network marketing companies, it's not going to work. You can try to pitch your nutritional company or your skincare company all day on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's not going to work because everybody and their dog is doing it. But we're wine. Right. We're different. We're new. We're fresh. And people are being attracted to this, and they are coming in a way. And this probably won't last forever. Next couple of years will be a little bit of old news as well. Doesn't mean our opportunity is going to be any less or we're going to be any less successful. But we have an early innovator opportunity here, and a lot of people haven't heard about this yet. And hardly anybody's doing this yet. So getting in and doing it now is not a bad thing, as long as it's not the only thing you're doing. Okay, this is something you can do on the side. All right, can't stress that enough.
I keep saying that. Master Marie's simple system of 3-way calls first. Master that because it works, and then you can start to have fun and learn new things. But don't think this is the way you should start your business, right?
Yep, absolutely not. And this is not for the faint of heart for multiple reasons. Your friends will cut you a little slack if you screw up when you're talking to them about something. Cold market is ruthless. You're going to kiss a lot of frogs, and you're going to have people that are going to come to you through Instagram or through maybe other social media that you don't know, and they're not going to cut you any slack. And you're going to have tremendous posture and attitude and know your stuff and be quick about it and quick thinking on your feet, and that comes by being on 3-ways and listening to top leaders like Malina, that are people that are on the team, and getting that verbiage down and practicing and maybe stumbling a little bit on your family and your friends and your business acquaintances and your neighbors and your coworkers and people that you've known for decades, you'll get eaten alive in cold market if you're not good and quick thinking on your feet. And unfortunately, your support team doesn't have time to be helping you do cold market either, and it's not fair to ask them because they don't want to be turning down calls with warm market. And then one more thing I'm going to add about that to really bring it home is that if you haven't turned over every stone you possibly can, if you've not talked to people, everybody you can possibly think of, there's nothing worse than having your phone ring and having somebody say to you, hey, Marie, I haven't talked to you for a while. There's a very particular reason I called. It has to do with making money with wine. But first, what's new with you? To know that my biggest fear when I go to bed every night, when I wake up every morning, is, oh my goodness, who haven't I talked to yet? I'm so worried that somebody's going to call me that I haven't thought of, that I haven't talked to yet. So it's okay to start, going out into cold market and do some cold market, but you better be prepared if you haven't talked to every last single person you possibly can, that they're going to call you, and they're going to call you about wine. They're going to hear about it, and a percentage of your contacts are going to join with you or with somebody else. Enough of that. Okay, back to this. Okay, 4 times a day. You know how to make the graphics. You go to WordSwag. You can go to YouTube and just put in a little, request in YouTube about how do I make a graphic with WordSwag, and go through a couple little short, quick videos, and you'll learn how to make graphics. You want to make sure that everything is branded with you, with a URL. Next, when you post, there's some very particular things that you're going to do. All right, sometimes I forget to do it. Okay, here's a good example. All right, there's some elements to this. So you're going to go and you're going to have a whole bunch of graphics that are pre-done. You're going to have them ready to go, and you're going to go with your phone or with your tablet. You're going to go to Instagram, and you're going to post a picture on your personal page. You're going to put a call to action or a comment in each post. So if it's a little bit spammy, and I do like that word, Malina, if it's a direct sale or if it's a direct hit, join me in my wine business, you're going to put something here in the comments. So when you post your picture, you're going to say wine goes, in my case I use wine goes network marketing, yes really, click here. All right, now I'm putting in here, actually I've done this one wrong. Again. Okay, this one's right. Okay, Wine Goes Network Marketing, that actually happens to be the handle of this Instagram account. And then I've actually repeated it. Wine Goes Network Marketing, yes, really. Okay, click here. And I put the @ symbol plus the extension of my Instagram account. So what happens when they click on that, and I'll do that in a second, and I've given them instructions, and check out the link in the bio. So they're going to click on that, and what's going to happen is it's going to take them, in this case it actually takes them to my other profile. It doesn't matter. If you only have one profile, you put in there the same profile. Like if you were to click on, not a good example, let's click on this one. Okay, I did that one across post. One of these will have, and see there's the one I maybe did in a hurry. Okay, here's a good example. When your product is wine, no one asked, does your product work? Click here, okay, @ Marie and Anson, and I'm on that profile, and check out the link in the bio. So click here, @ Marie and Anson, takes me to the profile, and then here is the live link in my bio that takes them to information about direct sellers, okay? So that's a call to action. So every single post you put in, you should put a comment in here of something about the picture. It doesn't have to be a direct call to action. I've got a pretty significant following now, so a lot of mine are pretty blatant, join me in my business. Here's one. Okay, here's one where it's just a motivational quote. It's true, isn't it? We tend to think successful people are lucky when most times success is the direct result of hard work and trial and error. That's just a comment about this particular picture. Okay, so not every single one of mine is a direct sales pitch. Now you'll notice I've got dots going down here, and I've got hashtags, and this has to do with your placement and having your posts come up in the most popular posts on Instagram. So it's kind of one of those things that I can explain, and I will here in a minute, but I use hashtags on every time I make a comment, I put in these dots, I put in the hashtags. Now, I don't type them out every time. Where I have them on my phone is on an app that's just simply called Notes, or some people might use something called Evergreen. So if you can imagine when I'm on my phone and I'm going to post this particular picture, I'm doing in a comment, and either my comment is a call to action, so now you see how I do the call to action. Click here at Maria Nansen, and then check out the link in the bio. So that's a live link, that at symbol plus the username of the Instagram account creates a live link. I've done these 4 dots or 5 dots or 6 dots, usually do at least 4. I put this together on a note app on my phone. So I quickly go on my phone over, select all, copy and paste, and I paste into this same comment these hashtags. Now, your hashtags are going to vary, and mine are not exactly the best. And you may notice I even have one on there that's for another network marketing company. Now, where they come into place, okay, all right, and where they come into place is up here. And by the way, I'm not part of that company. Okay, so up here, hashtag. When you're going to search on Instagram, how you find different topics on Instagram is with a hashtag. So you pick a hashtag, network marketing. Okay, and the plain hashtag network marketing has 1.8 million posts. The most popular ones in that category are going to show up in the top 9 slot here. Okay, so these are people that have got major engagement. Okay, I don't know why that one's there, but it doesn't matter. There's a few little ways to get here. So if somebody is doing the hashtags, so you want to think when you're putting your hashtags on, and there's a number of hashtags, you should not do any more than 30. I think that's the maximum number that Instagram will allow. So you do 27 to 29 hashtags, have them pre-done. You can have multiple sets. So you're going to be wanting to think about, okay, what is my business about, and what will people be searching for on Instagram? And, you know, under what hashtags do I want to come up in the top 9 for? Now, I haven't done this, and I haven't been active on Instagram, but I can tell you that when I'm working it and I'm doing it, all the steps I'm going to give you, and I'm going to give you just exactly what I'm doing, I can often come up 2 or 3 even of the top 9, okay, in this section. Now, not necessarily in network marketing, but in some of the other hashtags that I've picked. But I haven't been active the last couple of weeks on Instagram, so it's not going to work for me to show you that. These are the most recent people that have used that hashtag, and we're going to come back to that in a minute. So I just want to go back to the profile and see if there's anything else I've missed telling you about posting. Oh, yes, there is. Okay, so I'm actually logged into this profile, and when I click on this picture, all right. When I click on this picture, you're going to see that I have tagged people. So when you're posting a picture and you're making the comment, and you're copying and pasting in your hashtags that are particular to what it is you're posting, that there are search terms that you think people are going to be looking for on Instagram. I'm just going to like that picture while I'm here. Nothing wrong with liking your own stuff. Okay, you're going to also tag people, and you're going to tag movers and shakers. And if you have a secondary account, don't be shy about tagging that. Don't be shy about tagging your teammates, people that you have personally enrolled in the business either, and helping get traffic to their Instagram page. So now on this page, I have tagged Maria Nansen.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Okay, so I am tagging.
Yeah.
And I've tagged Eric Worre. I've tagged Gary V. I've tagged usually Tony Robbins. Okay, you want to tag people that are movers and shakers, that are generic, okay, that are not with another network marketing company, that are in the same category that you're trying to attract. Okay, now I don't really know why that works, but it does, and when I started doing that, I got way more traction. And I think it's because it starts having you come up when people are searching those people. It also drives, I think, attention to their followers. Again, that's kind of one of those things that I don't know why, but it was a tip that I picked up, and once I started to do it, I saw way more engagement, and I saw way more followers come to me. Okay, and I saw my results in those most popular sections. So if I was to put in a hashtag here, Eric worry. I'm not going to come up because I haven't been doing it on a regular basis. Okay, but I was regularly coming up in 2 or 3 out of the top 9 here. So when somebody was searching, with a hashtag Eric Worre, there were my posts. Okay, because I had tagged him, and you can use him as a hashtag as well. Okay, now he doesn't have a huge number of, well, it's 30,000 posts. But that starts to give you some ideas and some very particular, just kind of fill the blank in things to do. Because I'm all about, just teaching you things you can do that are going to increase your engagement, increase your followers. So I'm going to go back to my profile. Okay. So a couple things to do. You're going to post in the morning, once in the morning, once at lunch, once in the evening, and once before you go to bed, if at all possible. If you can't do it once a day, do twice a day, do 3 times a day. Whatever you can do, do. If you miss a week, don't worry about it. If you miss 4 or 5 days, don't worry about it. Just get back and do as much as you possibly can. You now know how to you post a picture. You now know my secret about saving time, about doing, one colored, one white, one colored. You now know about when you post, you're going to make a comment. In some of them, you're going to do a call to action that leads back to your bio. And your bio should be, about you, a little bit about you, and a little bit about your business. I mean, this is your advertising space. Use it. Put a picture of you on there too, because they want to join somebody that they know, like, and trust. And again, mine has been mine have been testing grounds. I've been learning. I've been testing. I've been tweaking. And I've only been on Instagram since maybe June or something like that. And I've taken whole weeks off. I've been in Instagram jail as well, where I've been blocked for 14 days. 10 days once, 14 days another time, and I think 12 days another time, because I push the limits, testing and tweaking. So when I tell you not to do something, listen to me, because I've tried it and it doesn't always work. Okay. All right, next. Where do we go next? Building your followers. Okay. The first thing I do when I post a new picture is I go to, and I've got to get rid of this, okay. I go to the home section, or the feed section. Now on my computer it's up at the top, but on my iPad and my phone it's at the bottom. Okay. And what's in this feed? It's kind of like your Facebook feed, where you see what your friends are saying and doing. Okay. Now I've got to move. Sorry, I've got to move the panel over a bit so I can see my scroll down. Okay. So I'm going to scroll down. This is kind of like your Facebook news feed, where you see what everybody that you're following or you're friends with is doing. Okay, there's something like this on Twitter as well. Don't want to make you car sick. So let's just pretend that I've just posted a new picture, and I want to get engagement on that picture. Well, one of the ways to get engagement is to engage with other people and make them curious about you. So these are people that I am following. Okay, so they're showing here, and I'll show you how to follow people. And you'll notice there's Nerium. I'm not part of Nerium, but I have followed some Nerium affiliates, distributors, whatever they call themselves. I'm going to like this. I'm going to scroll down to the next one. And I'm going to like this. And I'm going to scroll down to the next one. And I'm going to like this one. Now, if there's something here that I find objectionable, like something that's political or something that's a little, I don't know, smutty or something, or I don't think is in good taste, I guess that's cute. Okay, I'm going to like it. Okay, if it's motivational, by all means, I'm going to like it. Yes, even if it belongs to somebody in a different network marketing business, because the whole idea here is they're going to be curious. They have most recently posted these things. They're probably looking on their phone to see how many likes they're getting. And so if you're somebody that regularly likes, sooner or later, they're going to go over and they're going to check on your page. And you're going to drive traffic by liking traffic to your page. They're going to say, who is this person? Now, especially if there's a very few likes, they're going to say, who is this Marie Bennett person or this Marie and Anson person? Who are they? Oh, I love cats. Okay, big cats too. So I'm just going to go down, and I'm doing it slowly so you don't get car sick. I actually count 100. So right after I pick a picture, I come in here and I like 100 different things. And you can scroll really quickly. You can do this on your phone. You can actually, on your phone, you can double click the picture and it will like it. Probably shouldn't have done that one. I don't know what it is. I try to take a little teeny bit of time, but I just scroll down and I just like, and I actually count 100. Now, after you've done that for a week or two, you're going to know when you've done 100. So 100 likes, and there's 100 different people that I've just liked something, and chances are good they're going to go back over and check my bio. Okay, so how simple is that? Now, if there was one thing that I was doing on Instagram on a daily basis, if I had time to do nothing else, standing in line at the bank, for example, I would just come in here and I would do nothing but like 100 different things. Just, on my phone, just, scroll like, scroll like, scroll like, scroll like, scroll like, scroll like. You're watching some TV, scroll like, scroll like, scroll like. Double click on the picture, scroll, double click, scroll, double click, scroll. You are driving traffic back to your site. People are going to get curious about who you are. Okay? With me so far? Malina, questions?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Now,
Right?
instinctively, I've been doing some of this, but you really have to have that abundance mindset. Like you want to bless other people, even if they are with other network marketing companies. It winds up giving you the biggest payoff because you're building your market and everything. I love it.
Yep. You're just, I like everything. Everything I possibly can. Oh my gosh, a puppy and a girl, okay? I mean, okay, so I just go down through and I just do this. And yes, there's a before and after. How, incredibly amazing is that? Well, I don't care. I like, because you don't know that that person is not happy or that somebody else that's following them is seeing that you like, and then they're curious about it. So this is just driving traffic back to what it is that you're doing, and you'll pick up people this way. Okay, now you need to get your followers up because you need to have an audience. Before this becomes effective, you have to have an audience. And it is something that just takes consistency. So,
I have a question.
please, yes.
Okay, so let's say after watching this, I say, oh my gosh, my wall's a mess. I want to revamp it from the beginning. Is there any detriment to you going in and deleting all your posts and starting from scratch to do a pattern or to make your wall look more appealing, to change the comments and the hashtags now that you've got all these likes? I mean, what is your thoughts on that?
I wouldn't. I would just leave
Okay.
it. I would go in and I would post 9 or 12 new graphics and just start out your, okay, if we scroll down, mine didn't start out looking like this. And I just left it because you'll bury it. But go in and bury it. Go in and post, 9, 10
Okay.
pictures at a time. Starting out, go in and post 9 or 10 pictures, but don't post 9 or 10 pictures at one time ever again. But if you just want to clean it up
Right.
and just bury some stuff, then do that. But don't go in and delete. Okay, I don't think that's going to give you any benefits when it comes to Instagram to go in and delete. It might actually be a detriment. Okay,
Okay.
so now how do you get followers? So if you follow people, a percentage of them are going to follow you back. So think about who it is that you want in your business. Okay, who do you want to target that you would like to attract to you in your business? Now, the first one you're probably going to think about is network marketing. So you're going to go to the top, and you can do this on your phone or your computer or on your tablet. You're going to put in a hashtag and network marketing. Now, we've already been there. Okay. Network marketing tips. Doesn't matter. Okay, doesn't matter. So these are people that have used the hashtag network marketing tips. I didn't do network marketing, okay? I did network marketing tips. These are people that have used the hashtag network marketing tips. I always ignore these top people, okay? These are the 9 people that have been chosen to be, the most whatever, I don't know, the most popular at the moment. And I come to these ones. These are the most recent people that have used network marketing tips. And I open them up, and I actually like this person's post because then they see that I'm a good player, that I'm going to like their stuff, and I follow them. And then I go to the next person, and I'm going to like this, even if it is another network marketing company, and I'm going to follow. And I'm going to go, and you can see now this person posted about 40 minutes ago. They have 19 likes. They may or may not be, still looking and watching, but I am going to like, and I'm going to follow. Now, I'm actually going to X out of that because I really like to follow people that are really fresh. I want people that have been online and actually just posted in the last maybe 10, 15 minutes. So I'm going to put another hashtag in. I'm going to put in network marketing. Okay, there it is. Okay, click on there. Again, top 9, I just ignore them. Okay, I come down to this person. This person has 1 like, so chances are good they're probably still watching to see who's liking their stuff. Well, there I am, number 2 likes. They posted 33 seconds ago. I'm going to follow. Chances are good they're going to look at my profile if nothing else. Okay, this next one just posted 1 minute ago. I'm going to like it. I'm going to follow. They're going to get a notification that I just liked it, that I followed it. This person was on 1 minute ago. I'm going to like, and I'm already following that person. Doesn't hurt me to like it anyways. I'm going to like, and I'm going to follow this person. They posted 2 minutes ago. See here, 2 minutes ago. Okay, I'm going to go down. I'm going to like this one. They posted 2 minutes ago. I'm going to follow that one. Okay, chances are really good they're in the network marketing industry. And chances are good that a percentage of them are going to follow me back. Now here's the magic number, and here's where you're going to get in trouble. If you start out following any more than 60 people in 1 hour, you will go to Facebook jail. You can build it up, and I have not really figured out what the exact ratio is, but I would stick to 60 for probably your first couple weeks. Now, if you're doing it 4 times a day, and you're following 60 people a day, I'm sorry, 60 people each time you're doing it, and you're doing it at breakfast, lunch, evening, supper time, whatever, and then you're doing it again before you go to bed, there's going to be an hour in between. But you're going to count 60, and you're not going to do any more than 60 in one sitting. If you want to do it more than 4 times, set the timer on your phone, and then do it again an hour later. But you need to leave 60 minutes between, and you can only do 60 in an hour, or you're going to go to jail. You're going to be blocked. You're not going to be able to do anything with your Instagram account. So the magic number is 60 or less. So I would go in here, and I can do it really, really quickly when I'm not talking, and I can, that person's, in some businesses that might be good. I want somebody who's generally in the United States. Again, you just, go through and just like and follow, like and follow, like and follow. When you get to a certain time, and you're going to have your own time, like as I'm clicking through here, you can see that these are older posts. There's a lot of them in this category in the last, I don't know what I did there. Okay. A lot of them in that particular category that are just, fresh posts, but that's how you get people to follow you back. All right, let me think what comes next. That's really, I think, it. Should have brought my cheat sheet up before I did. So you're going to go in and you're going to like 100 each time you post a picture. If you have time to do something extra, maybe standing in line someplace, or watching some television, or whatever you're doing, maybe waiting for somebody at a doctor's appointment, or maybe you're at a doctor's appointment, I don't know, whatever you're doing in your daily life, just go in and like, interact with people, and then comment as well. Don't be shy about commenting. You see something you like, oh my goodness, how cute is your daughter and your puppy? I mean, just go in and have fun with it, interact. People love that, and they're more apt to follow you back. So the people you're following are showing up in the feed. Not all of them are following you back. The more you go in and like, the more apt they are to come back and like yours. When I'm doing this, if I'm posting a picture and I'm not getting not initially, but now, if I'm not getting 120 to 150 likes on my picture in the first hour, I'm disappointed. It took me a while to build to that. A lot of my posts now have 500 likes, and I've got lots of engagement happening and lots of followers, obviously, but I didn't build it overnight. So just be consistent with it, do the same things again and again and again. And if you don't like doing it, don't worry about it. Don't do it. If you like making the graphics and putting them up and having a whole whack of them ahead of time, do it. Just have fun with it. I think that's it, Malina. It's just really, really simple. Those are the numbers. Like 100 people. Like 100 people's pictures each time you post a picture. And if you've got extra time, do that. Don't follow any more than 60 an hour, or you're going to be in trouble. Now, it doesn't take you an hour to follow 60. I can follow 60 probably 3-4 minutes. Should time it again. It doesn't take very long to follow 60 when you get on a roll and get going. Malina, what have I missed, or what questions?
Well, I don't know that you've missed anything, but I just want to clarify the hashtag. It was no more, you said around 27 hashtags at the most. Why do you do them one below another instead of just one right after another?
Good question. That was for teaching only. Okay, they shouldn't be that way. Okay, again, it's one of those things. Do as I say, not as I do. So I did that only for teaching
so
to
you
show
just,
people. Yeah, and I
so you don't hit return.
No, I haven't. No, you
Okay.
you basically you just copy and paste them in, and you have them pre-done. You have them pre-done in an app with an app on your phone, Evernote, or if you've got an iPhone, there's a default app that comes with it that's just called Notes. Do them up ahead of time, and they should not actually be in a straight line like that. Mine were done because I was teaching to do that way, and I've never gone back and I haven't come back and fixed them up again. So, good question.
Okay.
What else comes to your
so
mind?
then you have the at your to get them back to your home page in every comment or almost every comment on your not comment. I'm sorry, but I guess it is your little description of the picture. You say at and then whatever your main Insta page is, and then that's where they find the link to go to your website.
Again, I want to go back and clarify something. I tell people don't bother with more than one page. I'm a mad scientist, and my thing is I'm not going to teach something until I know all the ins and outs and how it works, until I've tested it, and I can go to somebody and say, okay, if you do this, you're going to get this result. So I'm testing and tweaking, and as you've already heard, I've gone to jail multiple times. Okay, I've been locked out. So it was handy that
she
I had
means Instagram jail if you're just joining us, not actual jail.
Exactly. So I've never been thrown in jail, in real jail, okay? Not even protesting.
That could be really taken out of context, Marie.
Yeah, it could be. Okay. Instagram, I've been locked out of Instagram, and I've been blocked, so it was lucky that I had some extra accounts, so that I had some different accounts that I could set up so I could still keep testing and tweaking. So I'm a mad scientist, and I'm always testing and tweaking, and I'm not shy about throwing money at things and trainings and everything else, because then I can come to my team and say, okay, this is what you do. If you do this, you're going to get this result. So I don't do it on every single one, but if you've got something that is a blatant, and you want, a blatant ad, and you want a call to action, and again, my mix is different than it was starting out. I have a bigger following, so I can push the envelope a little bit and be more blatant. And I've been testing and tweaking with one of my accounts in particular, where I've been really over the top, in your face, join me in wine. And I can see the engagement goes down. Excuse me, and I lose followers. And that's why I can say to you, do 1 out of 4, do 1 out of 5 that is sort of a more blatant ad. Don't be shy about, branding everything with your URL.
I haven't done any. At this point, I was not doing any. I was just doing all value posts to get followers, and then I was going to do a spam post like you were saying. I was looking for that ratio. But you think we could do spam posts from the very beginning, just be careful on the ratio?
I think you can just be careful on the ratio. I think if you were more patient, it'd probably be better not to for a little while. I wouldn't do it in your first 9. I wouldn't do it in your first 9 or 12, and I would put 9 up right away. If you're brand new to Instagram, I would go in and I would load 9 pictures with little comments.
Do you mind going over to my page and just telling me?
Not at all.
Okay, I think I need to change. I like how yours is personal. You have a little bit of a personal testimony about your success in network marketing. I have joined the Wine MLM, in my intro, and so I probably should go more personal, and then do a little more spammy in my posts.
Okay.
Instead of being spammy in my bio.
Or maybe a combo. So, mother, motivational speaker, or mother of 5, motivational speaker, or full-time professional networker, stay-at-home mom of 5, full-time professional network marketer.
Okay.
Something.
It's the passionate wine enthusiast.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, I've been there. It's going to come up. Okay, so I'm already following you. So no, and I've been to your page. It's great. It's fun. It's, a lot of wine posts, and they're just fun. People like that. I love this one. You have me at Merlot, okay? And I love the one with You had one with Sophia Loren someplace. Oh my gosh, this one, I adore this one. Okay? And we should be, I actually have a list of people that are on the team that are on Instagram, and I try, and some days I'm just not on Instagram. The days I'm on Instagram, I go through my list and I actually like. You'll see me pop in and like 4 or 5 of your pictures all at once because I've been off Instagram for a day or two. Then we should be liking each other's things, people that are on the team. Let's
Right.
let's have a list. Keep a list of the people that you've brought
Right.
in who are on Instagram, who's below them, who's below them, who's below them, and interact with each other. It's fabulous. It's a great way to get the likes
Right.
up. And the more, when you have lots of likes, when you look at a page and you see not very many following, or you see not a lot of likes, it's only human nature to say, the page that has the more likes or the more interaction or the more followers, what you'll find is that's called social proof. People pay more attention. But it takes time to get your followers up. It takes daily, consistent action. It takes staying within the rules, or you're going to end up getting blocked for long periods of time, and then you're going to set back your business. So be patient with it. As you get going, for example, with the 60 follows per hour, and then waiting another hour, you'll find that you can probably follow 75 and not get in trouble. And then as you do another week of that, maybe 4 times a day, you can do maybe follow 100 per sitting. Okay? I've actually liked up to 500 pictures in a sitting and been blocked. So that doesn't work either, okay? But you can like, you don't have to be too careful with liking 100 things, but if you get up into the the 500 liking area, you're probably going to get blocked, okay? So 100 is a good per sitting to go and like other people's pictures. 60 to follow is a good number. As Malina said, the hashtag, 27, 28, 29, anything more than 30 Instagram doesn't like. Put some thought into your hashtags. Mine are not really that well done. Think about what people are going to be, looking for when they're searching for you, searching for your type of business on Instagram. I think that's it. When I'm better prepared, I can
Great.
do this
That's so
training in
much good
15
information.
minutes. But
So I need to do the hashtag. I need to get my hashtags up. So you think different posts, we should have different lists of hashtags in our like arsenal. For in our notes, we just have like 27 hashtags for like MLM stuff and 27 hashtags maybe for wine. Do you see that attracting wine lovers is successful, or would you say just stick with MLMers?
I'm opportunity driven, and I want people that have experience in the industry. I mean, there's something in the industry or in social media marketing that's referred to as I think of the term, your avatar. So you design the avatar, and the avatar is your ideal prospect. Who do you want to attract to your
Mm.
business? Okay, so you design that avatar. You can even say, okay, what age bracket do I want them to be? Who's the best bet to come into my business with me? Certainly people that love wine or that like wine, are in some cases good bets, but give me a network marketer, somebody that likes network marketing, somebody that's in the home-based business, somebody that is in another network marketing company that has some training under their belt, and 9 times out of 10, they're going to go faster than the person that doesn't have experience in the industry. That doesn't mean that we all start someplace. I mean, Malina, her first company, well over $100,000 in income, year one, from no experience to a 6-figure income in year one, and, increased every single year of her first 4 years in the business. So,
And let me just add to that, though, I was on a self-development track at that time without a network marketing company. So that might be something to note, that going after people who are, into personal development already, they're on their way to being better in network marketing, because goal setting and
absolutely.
vision and all that is in place.
Yeah. So I know a lot of people target wine drinkers, wine lovers, free wine. Those are not tags that I particularly go after, because I'm not so much looking for customers. I'm looking for people that want to build a business. Stay-at-home dad, stay-at-home mom, work from home. What are people going to be looking for that you offer? That's how I look at it. So you kind of got to begin with the end in mind.
Yeah, I love that. That's so great. Yeah. Choose your avatar of your perfect person that you're attracting and work backwards from there. What would they be interested? What groups would they be in, or what would they be searching for? Perfect.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I
It's
love it.
really simple. It
Okay.
takes some time. It takes longer to explain it than it does to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's just getting that philosophy, though. It's really simple. It's just, it is to be diligent and actually sit down and do it. But I've done it very, very part-time over the past few days, just been consistent to post at least once or twice, some days 4 times online. And every time I go on, I'm liking people. Just instinctively, I was doing that, but I didn't realize how many people I should be following. That's a lot, a lot more than I was. So I just need to step it up a little, because in a few days I got 90 followers.
Yeah.
So and I haven't been doing, I may be doing a third of what you were recommending, if that. So if we just step it up and be more diligent, we'll get a lot of followers, and then structure it correctly so there is a call to action, because there's no point in having followers if you're not calling them to do anything. But I think in the initial build phase, it's just about building, and then you can get to the call to action and actually monetize this activity. So we're not making money doing this from the very beginning, but the end result would be monetizing it by having a large amount of followers with a call to action. And what kind of traffic do you believe you're driving with that many? Say you had 10,000 followers on Instagram. What kind of traffic would you be driving to your website if you were doing, say, 1 or 2 posts a day at 10,000 followers?
I haven't tracked it. I don't have any idea. I have tracking on my sites, but I haven't tracked it. And you'll see, no, I don't really know. I could look it up, but I don't know. I have had people, I've enrolled people through Instagram. It doesn't happen right away. Again, it's a numbers game. And I've taught this training. I'm just going to be really blunt. I've taught this training multiple times, and it's rare that somebody follows through and actually does it properly. They forget the hashtags. They're not going in and doing the liking. They're wondering why their engagement is enough up. And you're better to do it once a day and do it properly than to do it kind of, halfway, 4 times a day. And people will get lazy and they'll just put up the picture and they won't do the hashtags, and I forget to do the hashtags sometimes. I think my very last post on my main account, I didn't put the hashtags in. I just forgot. I was in a hurry. I was going. And like I say, even if I wasn't posting on a daily basis, if I have any extra time, any little extra minute, I'm going in and engaging. I'm going in and liking, and then making some comments too while I'm liking on some of the pages, because those are not necessarily people that are following me back. And then when I've done that, if I've only done that, and I've tested and tweaked, if I've only done that after I'm following a bunch of people, then I've had my first of all, my engagement go up and my number of followers go up. And when Anson's doing this and he's not doing the liking and he gets lazy, I know. I post a picture and I don't get the hits that I normally get. And I go back to him and say, you stopped liking, haven't you? Yeah. I just got lazy. I'll start doing it again. Starts doing it again. The engagement goes way up and the hits on the site go way up. The number of leads coming in from it go way up. And again, mine's not a good example because I haven't, one of my accounts, I was very blatant. It hasn't pulled the way my other one is where I'm less blatant. But I didn't start promoting anything until I had a pretty significant following either. But you can with wine. It wouldn't work with nutrition or skincare. And again, I say that with all due respect because I've made a lot of money with those industries. And then one more thing. You can only follow up to 7,500 people. And after you're following
Okay.
7,500, you're stopped. So what you then have to do is then you then open up Instagram and you open up your followers and you scroll way down to the bottom. And you then unfollow no more than about 60 an hour. So then you unfollow 60, so you can go back in and refollow 60. And you scroll down to the bottom the next hour, and you unfollow 60, and then you refollow 60. And you go back down to the bottom. Okay? And actually, if you want to be really careful starting out, you would unfollow 1 hour, 60, and then the next time you go to post, or the next, like at lunchtime, you go in and then you follow 60. and then you go down to the bottom at supper time and you unfollow 60, and then you refollow 60 before you go to bed. And then the next day, just
Why
do
would it be the bottom? Why would it be the bottom of the list?
the bottom of the list is those are the people that have been following you the longest, and there's no good way to do it. Those are people that you've been following the longest.
You've been following, right?
You've been following the longest. They've had the longest time to follow you back and really get to know you. And they may notice that you've unfollowed you, and they may unfollow you as well. But there really isn't any other good way to bring your number down under 7,500 so that you can actually go back in and follow some more.
Okay. Except for to open up another account, right?
Right, but it's more impressive to have 10,000, 20,000 followers on your main account.
That's true. Okay.
Okay. And again, let's face it, most people don't have time to manage more than one account. They barely have time to do one account, and most people don't have the time or the energy or the wherewithal to even properly manage one account. You're better to do one account and do it well than to try to do two accounts. You're way better to do one account and do it well.
Great advice. I love it. I'm going to be Insta-famous.
Okay, nice.
Thank you, Marie Bennett.
This one's been long. I'm sorry. Usually I can do the training in about 15 to 20 minutes, but I haven't given it for a while. I've been so busy I haven't given it for a while. Okay.
All right. All right. Well, we're going to stop this recording. Thank you so much, Marie Bennett, and this is a great team training. You are an amazing leader. Thank you for all you do for us.
All right. My pleasure.